Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna go out there and I threw my spear somewhere out there. And right away, I noticed you see that film on the top of the water? That's fresh water. And when there's a lot of fresh water in the water, it's cold. I only have my shorts and my rash guard, and I can't find my spear. I thought I threw it over there by that rock, but I guess not. So when I looked up, it's like, oh, I'm a little too far out. Let's try to swim back. Good thing my band is pink, so it's kind of stands out, but still scanning and up there it is. There's my evolve. So I grab it and I didn't bring my GoPro to take some footage of the fish, so I just have the one on my head. So I'm gonna swim out and try to get some pan-fried fish for dinner. So you notice how the boulders changed as we get deeper, and also the clarity is improved. It's still really shallow, but it's much warmer. So I swam up north, and the first thing I noticed right away was the current was, even though it was calm, it was ripping. I mean, it took me so long to swim up, and I was kicking pretty hard, so didn't want to fatigue out. So here's my first drop, and I'm looking in that hole. You can kind of see it. There are Mimpachi in those rocks. So I'm approaching this hole, looking in, and I see a big alaihi. And it's just looking at me, and its Mimpachis are darting in and out. Can't really see it, but it looks at me straight, and it's so hard to. I'm just waiting for it to turn broadside. Took a shot, and I miss. So I breathed up, and I think I'm gonna try one more time. I have not shot an alaihi in a long time. Um, I normally did okay getting them with my gun, but I've never got one with a three prong. So I'm gonna give it one more shot. So I'm looking in, and he's just looking at me straight, waiting for it to turn to the side. Maybe I need to bring a flashlight here so you guys can see it. And I take a shot, and I miss. But when I pull it out, there's a small little ta'ape there. So I'm gonna try to get that guy, and I got him. That guy almost tore off. Anytime I see ta'ape, you know, I try to get them. They are an invasive. That's a really small one, but they are real delicious. I don't know why more people don't like to eat them. They used to sell them in the market all the time, but not anymore. So this is my drop right after shooting that tape, and this ended up being a little bit scary. So I see some big king cole in the distance, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to get one big one and call it a day. That'll be enough for dinner. So I make the drop on this rock, hit it, and I'm using my hand to pull me forward. You can see him over there. So I need to get one more boulder over. So I move in slowly, get my handhold, and just wait. They're in the distance, so I gotta try to close the gap a little bit more. There's a really big one right there. Make one more push. Nope. Have to go to the next rock. and I shoot it and get it. And it's a really good shot, and I think I got it. But what happens here is I'm stuck on the rock. So I look around, and I thought maybe like an eel grabbed it, the taape, but what happened was my kui got stuck. So I lost the fish, but at least I didn't drown. Better be safe. So I have one fish, and I was trying to swim further north, but the current was ridiculous, so I just turned around, and in no time it blew me back all the way to almost where I started. So I'm taking a drop here, seeing what's around. And there's a maikoiko. Take a shot, pin it right against the rock. I really like the maikoiko. Frying it up crispy. So I got 2 pan-fried fish for dinner. The maikoiko is so underrated. Other than that, you you know, I happen to like it as much as kole, and there are a lot more of these, so I feel it's more sustainable. It's really interesting. The pattern is once you bleed it out and take it out of the water, it just turns black. I mean, it's hard to tell that it's a maikoiko from its unique pattern with a white stripe on the tail and the brown and light brown patterns. But they're super delicious, fried up crispy. They have an interesting I don't know if it's the intestines or what, but it's a real different color. It's an orange color, unlike some of the other surgeon fish. I don't know what that part of the body is, but some people use that to make a sauce. I haven't tried that because you got to shoot a bunch of them because these fish are pretty small. So 2 fish on the kui. Thinking I'll try one more time, so I'm staying in the same area. And making my drop. And the last few times been diving, I've just been diving with the gun. So been diving a little bit deeper than this. So I was trying to get a nai nai. So I'm kind of lining up right in that crack, waiting for it to come around. And there's this king kole that comes there, and I get a headshot a little low. I was trying for a little higher, but didn't damage any of the meat. And now I have 3. Nice small king kole. That's the size I like if we're gonna deep fry it. So I'm pretty much done. There it is. And I decided to swim in. And as I was swimming in, you can see it there right in the center. There's a barracuda. So I make a drop. I wasn't even trying to shoot it, and there it goes. Just swims away. I just wanted to get it on film. I should have stayed on the surface to film it, but he just booked out once I dove down. So my exit point is to the right, and I'm just swimming in, just chilling. It was a really good day. It was kind of nice to be 3-pronging again. I still prefer to use the gun, but I think I'm only going to eat like 2 of these fish and then put one in the freezer. But you can see right now, see how as you get into the shallows, the rocks are turning a more brownish orange. That's the algae growing from, I guess, when it's calm, the sun hitting down. And I'm just gliding in, looking for my landing zone, which is on the black sand. Trying to go right there so I can take all my stuff off. and I'm done. 3 fish, great dive. Thanks for watching, and aloha.